Hi there guys, and today we are back for another video of Leaving the Grid. Today it is Zhou Ghanyu edition in the Kick Sauber, and we will be revisiting one of his best moments in his career in Formula One, which will be the 2024 Qatar Grand Prix.
A high-speed test that will set the grid for tomorrow's race. So welcome along.
And at this track here in Qatar, Zhou Ghanyu was able to reach a very good P8 for some points for Sauber in the most recent season. And what we will be going for today is to try and replicate that and do something similar. As you can see, guys, we've took no time at all to get straight into qualifying into Q1. Qatar, not one of my favourite tracks, I will admit. A very fast and flowing track. If you get one corner wrong, you can often lead to getting a few different corners wrong. As you might be able to see on some of the laps that we do here, they're not perfect, but fingers crossed they'll be good enough to get us through Q1. Heading through the middle sector now, and that was a little bit of a kick of oversteer for us. Not ideal what you want. I do enjoy this part of the track though. These flowing corners, they are really nice. Into the right hander, another right hander, flicking into the quick left.
Okay, we've been pushed down to P13.
Now we're coming towards the end of our first lap in qualifying here in Q1. Will we be able to beat the drop and beat our teammate Bottas on the first run, on the run up to the line? Here we go. It's 2 green sectors and it's enough for P7 provisionally. Will we need another run? And we are currently down in P16 and we will need another run. We are just on the cusp of getting through this session here. We need to try and improve if we possibly can. Heading down to turn 1, and we are currently slightly up on our previous time. Will it be enough to get through for us? We're going to have to wait and see.
Okay, that's P19, P19. Okay, there's 2 minutes left in this session and we're in the drop zone. We need a quick lap or that's qualifying over for us.
It's not going to be enough for us, guys. We are 3 tenths down on our delta, and that is us out in Q1 in P19, starting very close to the back. Not ideal at all. Not something that we would have wanted for this video, but let's get straight into it.
There's a long history of two-wheeled motorsport action here, but in 2021, Lewis Hamilton won out as part of an epic battle that year with Max Verstappen. But who will win out tonight? We're back here in Losail for a track that's 3.34 miles long. There are 16 turns around its unique 3-prong shape and just a single DRS zone out of turn 16. It's fast and it's flowing, and there's a good overtaking opportunity with DRS down the long straight and into turn 1. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Oscar Piastri, Leclerc, Perez, Sainz, Russell, Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Ocon, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, Albon, Stroll, Bottas, Hulkenberg, Gasly, Sargent, Joe, and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Well, here we are then, getting ready for the race, currently setting our strategy, and we're going to do the reverse to what majority of our competitors will be doing. We are doing the medium to the soft compound strategy to be slightly quicker at the end if we can, but it's 5 red lights in the Qatar Grand Prix, and away we go. Do we get a good start and take any places from the start? Oh, and we do. We do have a better second phase there on the start. Can we make any moves? Round the outside of our teammate, round the outside of Sargent, and we've gained places on the slower medium tyre, and we don't just stop there. We dive down the inside of another 2 cars. Brilliant overtake off the start for Zhou Ghanyu, and just like that, we go from P19 up to P15 on our medium tyres. That was the perfect dream start for us. At this point, we absolutely lose the plot as we send it down the inside of Lance Stroll as well. We don't stop there with the overtaking. It is silly season for the overtaking. And now we progress up to P14. Well, that was a extremely good first lap for us, starting down in P19, making our way up to P14, 5 places gained on lap 1, and we are right in the thick of it here on lap 2, trying to make a move on Nico Hulkenberg, trying to go around the outside there, but we were not able to find any sort of opening. But we do have a gaggle of cars up ahead of us, leading crucially into the points-paying positions. And yep, there we go, skipping to the end of lap 2. We have a car with a reliability issue, and that is 1 free place for us. Don't mind if I do. Currently now up into P13 on the back of Hulkenberg. Can we make it P12 as we run down now towards turn 1? DRS not currently enabled, and that was Yuki Tsunoda out of the session. There we go, straight. Oh no, sorry, DRS is enabled, excuse me. It is lap 3, and we sail straight past Hulkenberg, and we're now up to P12, and points start to become a realistic possibility for us in this race. Moving on now to lap 4, we set our sights on the back of Daniel Ricciardo, who seemingly has dropped back a little bit in the race here at the moment, and we're within a second looking at DRS, and we're somehow able to keep Stroll behind, who's on softs at this moment in the race. But we will get DRS here off the back of Ricciardo, so hopefully we can stay ahead of Stroll as well, and he will not be able to overtake us. But as I say that, Stroll goes straight past, so you know what we have to do. We have to hold it out long round the outside, and it's brilliant wheel-to-wheel racing between the two of us. Very nice and clean, no contact at any point, and we do maintain the position. As we go a lap later now to lap 6, we have cut the deficit to Ricciardo, and we are right up on his gearbox now. Currently sitting in P11 as well, so doing really well. This is for a points-paying position against Ricciardo. We're all over the back here, and we're trying to get as close as possible for that DRS zone down the main straight. We are almost pushing him through the corners here. Lap 7 now is where you see Daniel Ricciardo come into the pit lane on his medium compound tyres, along as pretty much all of the field ahead of us. We are now up to a very high P5, but it doesn't last for long as we now come into the pit lane on lap 9 of the race, currently P2, but we are about to drop a long way down the order. But crucially, we will have the freshest tyres on the soft compound, and we will be able to fight our way through the field. Heading into the pit lane now, we need a good stop from the team, and it's a 2.4. So we're about to come out from the exit, and we will see where we are. A lot of cars on hard compound tyres, so the deficit should be substantial. There are a few medium runners. We drop back behind a lot of cars, even behind our teammate, and we go side by side, but stay ahead of Magnussen, crucially. So we are now all the way down to P17, and where we were looking at P12 originally, we now have a lot of overtaking to do to even get up to that point, with all the cars around us on mediums. So we have 4 laps to go on our rampage and see how many cars we can overtake, and we start straight away down the inside of our teammate Valtteri Bottas. That's P16 on the road. The next victim is Nico Hülkenberg, who we did overtake earlier on in the Grand Prix, and we're going to see if we can overtake him again.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
All through that section, we've been pushing Hülkenberg virtually through the gearbox, and we're not going to wait for the start-finish straight. We're going to be very, very impatient and stick it straight down the inside of Hülkenberg, and we take P15 before we've even gotten onto the straight here, using the DRS to pull away now, and we're trying to get as close to Ricciardo as possible. He's the next man, and he's on hards. Skipping on to lap 11. We are right behind him, and I don't know what happened there. He might have got a little bit flustered, but we send it down the inside for P14 with Alex Albon, the next car, very close to Lewis Hamilton ahead of him. So P12, where we were earlier, is looking like a potential target for us here with 3 laps to go. We're about a lap and a half through this soft compound rampage, and we have overtaken so far 5 cars from P19 up to P14, and we're getting ever closer to these cars ahead. Surely down the straight with the DRS we'll have a good chance as we look for a different line to use, and it's worked out of this final corner. We are right up behind Hamilton and Albon, and they're both going side by side. We're gaining all the while on Hamilton. Will we be able to go for a cheeky move? We dart to the inside to go to the outside. Slight bit of contact on the rear wheel there, but we make the move stick, and we're up in P13 now with Albon and Gasly ahead of us, both on mediums, up to P11. On lap 12 now is where we are right behind Alex Albon, and I think we slightly outbrake ourselves there rather than going for the overtake, but we make it work, and somehow we get past Albon there up the inside on that left-hander, and we're going to have to try and pull away if we can from him to not get overtaken down this start-finish straight. As I say that, we don't get the job done. Albon comes sailing straight back through here, and we are stuck back down in P13. I think the tyres are starting to go off ever so slightly, and we seem to be struggling compared to what we were only a few laps ago.
Okay, this is your final lap. Final lap of the race.
We've not dropped away from Albon. Actually, we've stuck close, and here with the DRS on the main straight, a carbon copy of the move with Lewis Hamilton. There we sort of misjudged the turn-in. A bit of argy-bargy contact wheel to wheel, but we make it work, and we are back up to P12. But Ocon's been disqualified. What has he been disqualified for? I have no idea. But we are now promoted up to P11. And we're just so close behind the points. Only 2 seconds. But it's not quite going to be for us. We come home for an amazing P11 from P19.
Weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
Okay guys, and if you did enjoy this episode, please make sure to like, comment and subscribe on the video, and let me know what you thought down below in the comments section as well. Take care all, thank you for watching, I'll see you for the next one. Peace.